Welcome everybody, it's Nicolette from the End of Life Care, and today we have with us our essential oil expert, Jess Widnall. She's a nurse and an aromatherapist, and today she's going to be talking to us about the benefits of using aromatherapy oils for grief. So welcome today, Jess. Thanks for coming and talking to us.
Hi Nicolette, thanks for having me.
No worries. So essential oils, can you a lot of people know about them now, they've been around for quite a while. Can you just, though, for people that might not have used them, just explain a little bit about essential oils and what the benefits of using them are?
Sure, yes. Well, yes, they've been around for forever, since the ancient Egyptian times, and were used for the health benefits then, and then in the Dark Ages and the Middle East and all the way up to today. So for those that don't know about essential oils, they're actually the pure aromatic extracts from plants, which are often steam distilled, or they might be cold expressed from citrus fruits to get the pure aromatic extracts from that plant. And when they are taken away from the plant like that, they are very potent and concentrated, and they're actually 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And there's something that we can use to support our health, both physically and emotionally and spiritually. And essential oils are the plant's natural defense mechanism, protecting it from disease and pests and climate change and things like that. And they can do the same for us, basically. So yeah, that's what they are.
That's great. And in terms of specifically for grief, then obviously there'll be oils that can support us when we're grieving with the emotional side of things. Can you talk?
Yes, well, as you know, there's a whole process to grief. There's, is it 5 or 6 stages to grief?
Well, yes.
And
there's
the reason...
stages.
How many?
There's many stages.
Well, essential oils can work on a deep emotional level with us. And the reason for that is because the limbic system, or the emotional center of our brain, is right behind our olfactory system, which is the nose and your sinus cavity. Yeah. And that's where our brain interprets and distinguishes aromas. Mm-hmm. And so that's why when you have an encounter with somebody and you detect an aroma, it can have a huge emotional response. So it could give you a childhood memory, or it can make you remember a loved one. That's why lavender reminds a lot of people of their grandmothers.
Yeah.
It's a very popular scent back in, the 40s or 50s, or whenever. Yeah. So that's how essential oils can be what we call aromatic anchors.
Right.
So in terms of the grieving process, we can use essential oils to really anchor us in and allow us to express what we need to express and take control of what we need to take control of. So what I'd like to show you today is 6 emotional aromatherapy blends. Mm-hmm. These are doTERRA blends that doTERRA specifically formulated to help us with particular emotional states. So these are the oils here, and I'm just going to go through each one. Now, there's a couple that are more for grief in particular, but as I said, there's lots of stages of grief, so it's important that we go through all of them.
Okay.
So I'll get started.
Right.
So we've got Motivate here. This is an encouraging blend, and it's made up of mint and citrus oils. It smells just really fruity. Oh, I love it, with a little bit of a kick of peppermint. So this has got peppermint, clementine, coriander, basil and melissa, as well as a couple of other oils. And this is for when we need motivation and encouragement and confidence to face our challenges and adversities. This is the blend to use. And it can also give us energy to sort of launch us into action when we lose a bit of our drive. Yeah. So that's the Motivate. And then we've got Cheer. This is the uplifting blend, and this has got citrus and spice oils in it, such as wild orange, clove, star anise, lemon myrtle, nutmeg and vanilla. So this is beautiful, and this can help us feel more cheerful and joyful, which is obviously something that's really difficult to do when we're grieving.
Yeah.
So this is when we're feeling really heavy-hearted. This is a really wonderful oil to use, and in fact you can use the Motivate and the Cheer together, and they can really help you out through the day. And this inspires in us the faith and hope that life is going to work out for the best.
Oh.
So that's a really wonderful oil to use when you've got that sort of joyless feeling to your day.
Yeah.
And then we've got Passion. This is the Inspiring blend, and this is made up of spices and herbs such as cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, clove, jasmine and sandalwood. So some beautiful smelling oils there. And this is when we're feeling uninspired and joyless. It can help us to rediscover our passions in life and help us to be more playful and spontaneous, which is something that's hard to do sometimes. And then the next oil that we have is Forgive. This is a beautiful oil of herb and tree oils. It smells like you're walking into a forest. Beautiful.
I wish we had smell vision right now.
Yes, I know. Wouldn't that be good? You know, scratch and
we could all
on the
smell.
screen. Yeah. This has got spruce and bergamot, juniper berry, myrrh, and other oils in it. And this blend allows us to be set free from anger and resentment. That is often something we have when we lose a loved one, especially if it was really unexpected. You know, we're angry that they left us, and we resent the fact that we're having to carry on and go through dark days without them. So this can be wonderful for that. It can also foster compassion and the ability to treat others in the way that we would like to be treated. So this is a beautiful oil for that. And then the next one that I've got is Console. Now this is probably the best oil to use in the immediate period following in bereavement. It's called the Comforting Blend, and it is absolutely beautiful. It smells amazing. It's got tree and flower oils in it, such as frankincense, patchouli, ylang-ylang, amyris and sandalwood. And this oil assists us when we need emotional comfort the most, such as after periods of extreme stress or tragedy and trauma. And this is the oil to have on hand when we feel burdened by grief and loss. It can help us to take those first steps towards healing.
Yeah.
And assists us to experience a more serene heart and mind, so that we can come to a place of comfort and contentment and rest, which is something that's very difficult. And together with a place of rest, I mean, we need physical rest too. And because of the essential oils that are in this blend, this can actually be used to help you sleep too. And if you're not having sleep, then it's going to be very, very difficult to deal with all the emotions that you having. And then the final oil that I'm just briefly going to mention is my absolute favorite. It's called Peace. And this is the Reassuring blend. So we've gone all the way through from encouraging all the way through to reassuring, and then we can come back in a big circle. This has got flower and mint oils such as vetiver, lavender, ylang-ylang, frankincense, clary sage and marjoram. And this is absolutely beautiful for sleep and for calming yourself down. I often use this to help me sleep because it helps to quieten my mind when I just can't switch off and I've got so many things that have happened through the day running through my mind. This can help to sort of quieten things down and help for sleep. But it's for people who lack inner peace. So people who can be too controlling in their environments, or their relationships. And often when we're dealing with a huge emotional burden, the only way we can cope is to try and control everything around us, because it's the only way we can keep it all together. So this is something that can help us to release that control and invites us to trust in divine goodness and grace, so that we can feel more peaceful and serene and contented. So those are the 6 oils, and the way that you can use them, I'll demonstrate with the piece because that's my favorite. You can use them aromatically, and that means that you just take the lid off the bottle and just smell. Don't forget that because that limbic system is right behind our nose, this can have an emotional effect within 20 seconds. So you don't have to do anything fancy. You can just take the lid off the bottle and have a smell. But a really good way to use the oils is to pop a drop in your hands, just like this, and then rub your hands together, cup your hands in front of your face, and just take 3 big deep breaths. And those essential oils are in your blood system within seconds, and they're coursing through your body. And then just wipe your hands on the back of your neck like that. So that's using them aromatically. You can also use them in a diffuser, and that's great for when you're at home, or particularly if you're trying to sleep. You can have a diffuser in your bedroom and you can pop the oils in there, and you've got the essential oils diffusing throughout the night, and that can really help with emotions and sleep. So that's
use the Jess
aromatically.
Are you talking the candle diffusers, or are you talking the new?
No, you should never heat essential oils because it actually destroys the chemical compounds. It changes them. So if you're burning essential oils using some form of heat, you'll get a lovely smell throughout your house, but you won't get any therapeutic benefits.
Right.
So the best way is to use what we call an ultrasonic diffuser.
Yeah.
So you add the essential oils to water, and that water is agitated very, very fast, and that causes a misting out the top of the diffuser, and that's the way that you can get the therapeutic benefit. Yeah,
just sort of.
But the other way,
we used to always burn them, didn't we? Oils. We used to always oil burner, and
well, me included. Yeah, I mean, I've been using essential oils for a long time, and I did that. But the other way you can use them is topically. So these are obviously neat essential oils. As I said, they're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So if you're elderly, then you do need to dilute the oils. You can use some of them neat, and all the instructions are on the bottle. But it is best to dilute essential oils in a carrier oil like coconut oil or almond oil, grapeseed oil, something like that, because then you can put them on your skin. It's lovely to do after a shower or before bed if you want to use any of the relaxing oils like the Forgive, Console or Peace. You can add them to a bit of sweet almond oil and just rub it all over your body. You'll have a beautiful sleep. You'll smell amazing. So you can't take these oils internally, but with a lot of doTERRA oils you can, but that's with the single oils, not the blends. So we're just talking about the blends today. So it's just topical use and aromatic use.
Fantastic. Thanks, Jess. That was great. And just so many interesting facts I've never heard before. But also that you have that range that, like you said, you can work through that range, and then you can go back again. So, and can you just go for what feels right at the time and just pick which
just really use your intuition. Just go for something that really smells nice, but don't forget that sometimes when you're in a particular emotional state, you'll smell an essential oil and you'll think, oh my God, that is the worst smell I've ever smelt. But then 2 weeks later you may have worked through that emotion and actually find that you quite like that smell. So just in the way that our bodies change physically, so do our tastes and likes and dislikes with smells as well.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting to know. So, and how long so I guess you can just use them for as long as you feel you need to use them?
Yes. Well, I mean, I use these emotional aromatherapy blends every day. Sometimes I use them just as a perfume because I like the smell. But other times I use them because the essential oils that are contained in that blend are good for a particular thing. So as I said, I like using the Peace for sleep because it's got very relaxing, grounding oils in it like vetiver and sandalwood and lavender. And then Motivate, the encouraging blend, that's the citrus and mint oils. So when I need to get a lot done in a day, so then I'll use that. So I use these oils every day. Both when I'm having a really bad emotional day and when I'm having a really good day.
Oh, that's fantastic. So if people want to know a little bit more about this, maybe to be able to access the oils, how do you work? How can people contact you? What's the best way that you work with people with the oils?
So people can visit my website, or they can email me. I do wellness consults where I come to your house and we'll look through the different issues that are going on in your life or in your body, either on a physical level or an emotional level. And we could look at what essential oils would work for that. I also do aroma touch massage and chakra balancing, which is using oils. And I also do classes where I can introduce people to the oils in physical and emotional ways and work out how you can incorporate them into your lives every day.
Oh, fantastic. And I'll put the details up with the video of people, so you'll have the have Jess's web address and email address, so you can easily get in contact with her. Well, thanks, Jess. That was great. It's great to know what's out there and what different things can support us when we're grieving, because it's such a difficult time, and anything that's easy for us to use when we're grieving is and can be a benefit of us. It's great to know about. So thank you.
And I have found a couple of articles that literally go through the grieving process in its different stages and using oils to help each process. So if anyone is interested in finding out a bit more, then just let me know and contact
that information to them. Oh, fantastic. Well, thanks very much, Jess. Thanks for your time today. It's been fabulous talking to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.